Hello students, welcome to M10 classes. आज we are continuing with the second chapter, that is acid bases and salts. So today our topic is concepts of pH and pH in everyday life. So students, P here stands for power or potence and S stands for hydrogen. So pH is often considered as the power of hydrogen or the potential of hydrogen. It indicates the amount of hydronium ion present in the solution per unit volume. pH scale is used to indicate whether an acid is strong or weak or a base is strong or weak. This pH scale varies from 0 to 14. Now, if pH is less than 7, that is 0 to 7, it is acidic in nature. If pH is equal to 7, this is neutral in nature. And if pH is greater than 7, that is 7 to 14, it is alkaline in nature. So students, as I have already told you, alkali is produced when bases are soluble in water and they form alkali. Now pH decreases with increasing hydronium ion concentration. This is very important. That means if pH is considered, let's say I'll take two solutions. One is having pH 4 and another has been pH 10. Now here you can see the pH of a solution is 4, but here the hydronium ion concentration will be more, and here the hydronium ion concentration will be less. And just here, just the reverse case, that means your OH minus ions will be more in case of pH equals to 10, and OH minus ion concentration would be less in case of the solution where pH equals to 4. This is very much important. So which one is strong base, pH equals to 11 or pH equals to 14? Obviously it is pH equals to 14. Now students, see here, this picture will give you the details about the increasing and decreasing of hydrogen ion concentration and the increasing and decreasing acidic and basic nature of the solution. Now here neutral, that means here the pH is 7. From the 7, as you go towards 0, the acidic nature is increasing. Here also the hydrogen ion concentration is increasing. Now see here. But when you go from 7 to 14, your hydrogen ion concentration here is decreasing. But the basic nature is increasing because of the increase in OH minus ion concentration. Now the question is, do the bases also contain H plus ion? Yes, they also contain H plus ion. But why do this so basic nature? It is because the H plus ion concentration is very less and OH minus ion concentration is very high, and that is why they show their alkaline or basic nature. Calculation of pH. Students, this calculation is beyond the scope of your NCERT syllabus, but just to let you know how it is calculated, I have kept it here in this topic. And you don't know about logarithm, you will read it in class 11th also. But for your knowledge, I have just kept some simple formulas related to logarithm. Now see, what is pH? pH is minus log base 10 concentration hydrogen ion concentration. Now let us see some simple formulas related to logarithm. See here this table. Log 1 base 10 is considered at 0. Log 10 base 10 is 1. Log a to the power n is the power. So it will be n log a. That means it will come out and multiplied with this log a. Log a into b, this is important. If it is, there will be a multiplication, then it will be the summation of individual logarithms. That means it will be log a plus log b, and log a by b, that will be log a minus log b. We are going to utilize it in this formula. Now see, what is the pH of the solution which hydrogen ion concentration is 1.4 into 1 into 10 to the power minus 4 moles per liter. Now see here, this moles per liter is the unit of this concentration. Now let us see, pH equals to minus log base 10, H plus ion concentration, put the values. Now see here you have a multiplication 1 into 10 to the power minus 4. Now in case of logarithm, they will be added. That means it will be minus log 1 base 10 plus log 10 to the power minus 4 base 10. Now here there 10 to the power minus 4, the power will come out. So here log 1 base 10 is 0. So put the values here. It will be 0 plus minus 4 log 10 base 10. Again log 10 base 10 is 1. Now put the values. You'll get minus whole into minus 4. The answer will be 4. Now if pH equals to 4, it will lie between 0 to 7. So it is acidic in nature. Next come to universal indicator. Now in this chapter you have already read that acid base indicators they are used to distinguish whether a solution is acidic or basic, but they cannot tell you what is the pH of the solution. To know the approximate value of the pH, we are going to use the universal indicators, and this is, for example, is a pH paper. Now let us see what is a pH paper. Now see here students, this is a pH paper. Now here you can see they are numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 14, and every number is assigned with a particular color. That means suppose I'll take the pH paper and dip it in a solution. It will let's say show this color. Okay, you are going to match it, and if it is matched with number 5, that means the approximate pH of that solution is 5. Now students, you may find such kind of picture in your NCERT book also. This is a pH paper where different colors are been shown, and some of the substances with their pH value are given here. You have to remember those values also. Now gastric juice has 1.5 to 2, so its color is deep red. Lemon juice 2.2, saliva 5.3, orange 4, blood 7.4, that means it is slightly basic in nature. Water is 7, that means it is neutral. Milk of magnesia, which is used to treat indigestion, it is 10. Sodium hydroxide solution is about 14, that means it is highly alkaline in nature. Now see students, what is the importance of pH in everyday life? This is important, you can get a short question out of this. Plants and animals are pH sensitive. Every plant and animals, they require certain pH range for their healthy growth. Our body works within the pH range of 7 to 7.8. Now living organisms can survive only in a narrow range of pH change. Acid rain, whose pH is less than 5.6, when mixes with water bodies, survival of aquatic animals become difficult. In class 8 you have read about the effects of acid rain. When this acid rain mixes with water bodies, the aquatic animals die because the pH value is lowered and it becomes acidic. pH of soil. Now plants also require specific pH range for their healthy growth. Now you might have heard that these farmers are suggested to undergo soil test of their land. Why is it so? Because soil test is done for the farmers to find the pH and the nutritional quality of the soil. Nutritional quality shows that which essential nutrients are lacking, so you fulfill it by using your manure and fertilizers. But in case of pH, if let the soil is very much acidic, so you have to add some base to neutralize it. So what are they? The farmers can add quicklime, that is your calcium oxide, slaked lime, that is your calcium hydroxide, or chalk, that is your calcium carbonate. And if the soil is too much alkaline, they can add manure to it. So you can say that the nature of this manure is acidic in nature. pH in our digestive system. In biology, in digestive system, you have read that your stomach secretes hydrochloric acid, and you have read the uses of this hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid secreted in stomach helps in digestion of food, but during indigestion our stomach feels pain due to secretion of excess acid in stomach. So what we need to do? We need to neutralize it. To neutralize it and to get relief, antacid is used. And what is antacid? You might have heard about Gelusil, Digen. It is used in your home in case of indigestion. They contain mild base like your milk of magnesia, that is your magnesium hydroxide, and it neutralizes the acid in your stomach. So students, if you find your Digen or your Gelusil at your home, just go through the component of this Gelusil and Digen. Next comes tooth decay. Tooth enamel is the hardest substance of our body. It is made up of calcium phosphate. It might be an important short question. Now remember this, it is made up of calcium sulfate and doesn't dissolve in water. So how does this tooth decay happen? Bacteria present in our mouth produce acids by degrading the sugar and the food particle remaining in our mouth. When pH of the mouth is lower than 5.5, it affects the tooth enamel and the tooth decay starts. Okay. Now if the pH is lower than 5.5, so what should be the prevention? To prevent this, we must clean our mouth properly and use toothpaste, which is basic in nature, to clean the teeth and to neutralize the acid. But students, you might find that everybody wakes up in the morning and go for brushing your teeth using a toothpaste. But many these children also get affected due to by tooth decay. Now, why does it happen? And the doctor suggests you should brush your teeth twice in a day. Once after waking up in the morning, and second after taking your food at night. Why is it so? Whenever you wake up in the morning, acid might be produced in your mouth because of the degradation of the food particles by your bacteria. Now, to neutralize it, you are brushing your teeth using your toothpastes, and that's why you feel fresh. But at night, after taking your food, when you brush your teeth, the food particles present in your mouth gets removed, and that is why the amount of acid production in your mouth will be decreased, and that will prevent your tooth decay. Self-defense by animals and plants through chemical warfare. So students, you might have found that if you are going to hurt the ant, this ant will sting you, and also the case is same in case of bee. Whenever the bee or the animal sting you, you get irritation in your skin. Why does it happen? Ant sting, bee sting, nettle sting leaves methanoic acid or formic acid into your skin, which causes pain and irritation. So what should you do? So mild base like your baking soda can be applied on the stung areas to get relief. Now what can you do? Suppose you are not getting baking soda at your home, you can use a bit of paste also, toothpaste, because it is also basic in nature. And this wasp sting is alkaline. Bee sting is acidic in nature, but wasp sting is alkaline in nature. Now see here, nettle says, I can irritate you, my sting is acidic. Now what is here? Duck and a plant? Oh, it should not be DUCK actually. This is duck plant. Now you got confused. It is the remedy of the nettle sting. Nettle is a herbaceous plant that is found in the wild areas. Okay, it is a wild plant. Now this dog plant also grows besides this nettle plant. Now suppose you get nettle sting and get irritation, and your remedy is just besides you, that is your dog plant. Apply the leaves, which is basic in nature, and you can get relief. Now in our day-to-day life, acids naturally occur in many substances. Let us see that. Vinegar is acidic, contain acetic acid. Orange, it contains citric acid. Lemon also contains citric acid, and both lemon and orange are considered as citrus fruits. Tomato, it contains oxalic acid. Tamarind, it contains tartaric acid. Curd, as you know, contains lactic acid. Ant sting and nettle sting, they both contain methanoic acid, and methanoic acid is also known as formic acid. Remember this. Apple, it contains malic acid, and tea contains tannic acid. and students, you should remember all those acids present in these natural substances. And this completes this topic about pH. Go through your book, what is given in your book. And in the next class we'll read about salts, different types of salts and how they are formed. So students, please like, share and subscribe this video, and we'll meet in the next class. Till then, take care.